it was interesting when we did our segment and we were talking about Tank and Terrence, and everyone was putting that matchup on the tabloids. Um, when I posted my interview with you, they said that Tank said that Terrence he would knock out Terrence if he touched his chin. Um, but in the same time, I overheard that at the end of that interview, he said he was just kidding.
Yeah, he said he was joking, and people just took it and ran with it, you know?
Right, right. Um, there's some people like that believe that that fight could really happen. Um, do you and I heard that you agreed with Tank when he said that he could, if he did touch him, he would be able to knock him out.
I ain't gonna say I agree, but Tank and Terrence would be a good fight. Both of them come from, the reason why I say that, they both come from smaller weight classes.
Mm-hmm. Both fought Gamboa.
Both fought Gamboa. Terrence come out from 135. Tank come out from 130. Well, actually, Tank come from 125, 126.
Yep.
So Terrence is not the biggest man, biggest welterweight. So it would be a good fight, But Tank make 135 so easy, and he got unfinished business at 135. Oh, we can do this. Just we can't get Tank to fight the best 135. Let's just say I'm just putting this out here. Let's say Tank fought Terence Crawford. Let's take since everybody wants to see Tank fight Terence Crawford, take the second best lightweight, whoever y'all say it is, and let them fight Boots. If Tank can come up and fight Terence Crawford, the next best lightweight can come up and fight Boots. Now let's see what everybody agree, and the winner fight each other. Since everybody want to pick with Tank,
they gonna say, "Coach, that ain't fair. That ain't fair."
It's fair for Tank to fight Crawford. You understand what I'm saying? If Tank can come up from 35 and fight Crawford, let another lightweight come up and fight Boots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting that out there. Not saying that it's gonna never happen, but people gotta change the narrative on some shit,
Right.
Stop the bullshit. We got unfinished business at 135. Once we clear that out, whatever happens, then we move up to 40. Take the biggest fight, and at the end of his career, when a metabolism slow down, you gain weight. You know what I mean? Humans get heavier as they get older. If Tanks should come in at 47, then we can talk 47.
Right.
But until then, anything can happen.
100%. Terrence said that he would entertain it because Tank is such a big money grab in the sport.
Yeah, and it makes sense to make the most money with the fights. I understand Terrence, but Tank is a lightweight, man. He make lightweight so easy.
Right.
Before you see 147, you gotta see 140. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You gotta see Teofimo Lopez at 140 first.
Yeah. So time will tell. Unless you somebody kicking out a straight 100 million.
Mm.
If you're kicking out a straight 100 million, then maybe something can happen. But until then, you gotta go to 140 first. I like Terrence. I like Boots. I like all of them, man. But
right.
Thanks, man.
The reason why I think it's such a bigger fight. I talked to Bernie the boxer the other day, and he said he don't like Tank.
I don't get it, man. Why he don't like Tank? A lot of times people get.
He said Tank talk too much shit.
Right. They like boxing. You don't hate his skill because you don't like because you don't like his confidence. A fighter's supposed to have confidence.
Yes.
Don't hate his skill. If you like boxing, love him for his skill. Don't worry about his personal life. That ain't nobody's fucking business. Love him for his boxing skills. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand people. Don't understand it. Love a fighter for their skills. You ain't into it for their personal life, who they dating or who they punched in the mouth or, the bikes they ride, the cars they drive. Don't pay that, don't matter. That ain't your business. Love him for his boxing skill if you're a boxing fan.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course. Of course. Um, you know, it seemed to me that, Tank really believed that Spence was going to win. I talked to Richardson Hitchens' boy,
Mm-hmm.
and they made a little wager. They made a little wager on that bet, on that fight specifically. Um, but in your opinion, right? Like, obviously, we've seen so many different things happen when the kids turn around 30, 32 years old. They start taking these type of fights that we're speaking upon now. Um, in your eyes, how does a Terence Crawford and Tank fight look like at the pinnacle of their career? Because now you're looking at it, right? You're looking at Tank possibly being, on his way out. I'm thinking 30, 32, 33. I know he's only 28 now. And then you got Terence Crawford that's probably approaching 40,
Mm-hmm.
So now we're talking about a fight that looks kind of, if you look
I
at it,
think Terrence Crawford keep living the lifestyle he's living, the clean lifestyle that he's living. He can
hmm
be around one of the ones longevity like Bernard Hopkins, I can see the fight. Then two sharpshooters, man. Sharp shooting. Strategic. Both of them thinking. You know what I mean? Because both of them good. Both of them smart. Both of them got an IQ, so you can't go in there just doing anything you want. You
yeah,
got to think. So I got the fight plan out there, two sharpshooters thinking, man, from 1 to 12.
right,
Two A fighters.
right. Um, there's advantages of being the smaller and shorter fighter. Talk about those type
Uh,
of things too.
I don't believe in the shorter fighter having a disadvantage. It depends on the IQ of the fighter,
Mm-hmm.
Because I said all the time, height ain't nothing but the distance from your feet to the top of your head if you don't know how to use it,
Right,
I think a lot of short fighters beat tall fighters.
Canelo.
Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Durant,
Gervonta Davis,
Gervonta Davis.
So I don't believe in that stuff, man. Sometimes people just hear other people say stuff and they just monkey see, monkey do.
You think that would be probably the one of the biggest fights in boxing if that time ever came in 5 years from now?
Hell yeah. That'll be the biggest fight. The biggest fight right now. Yeah, for sure.
Because obviously you got to train your fighter to get acclimated to the next weight class, to the next weight class, to the next weight
Mm-hmm.
class. Smart, if you're smart,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, like, some people don't even know the weight class Tank's at. Like, if you listen to like certain podcasts, like Mike Tyson, like, oh, Tank is at 140,
No,
but he has to get corrected all the time.
right.
A lot of people have to get corrected. Like, no, he's really at 135. He
Exactly.
just, considering he entertained that fight with Barrios, people feel like, hey, he can do
Right.
that.
He hits so hard, you might think he's heavier when you're watching him fight.
And I think more the fact that he could take a punch. I think he could take everybody's punch at 35, and people can't stand it, Coach. They're
Because
like, we're never gonna see the kid hurt.
and then people always say Tank ain't fighting nobody. Who is somebody you want him to fight? Because we willing to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say Tank ain't fighting nobody, he's 135 pounds. Who do you want to see him fight? Call that person to tell him to fight Tank.
Right.
Because Tank can fight anybody. Don't say Tank ain't fighting nobody because it's not him. You
Right.
know?